Genetics is the study of molecular structure and function of genes and their behavior in order to understand how organisms inherit and then pass on characters to their offspring. Have you ever wondered how did humans evolve? Or why are they different from Neanderthals or other hominins? Well, most of what we know today is through the study of ancient DNA, genomics, and bioinformatics. To what extent behaviors are encoded in our genome? How are the circuits of the nervous system laid out? And what are the genes that regulate memory? How they do it? What are the bases to produce improved varieties of crops or cattle with higher yields or less prone to disease susceptibility? How can plants be used for the production of antibodies, vaccines, or other therapeutic agents? If these are the type of questions you are interested in, you should consider studying genetics. The genetics moderatorship is run by the genetics department that is located in the Smurfit Institute of Genetics with state-of-the-art research facilities. There are 14 members of faculty and a number of academic associates working in a wide variety of areas of genetics that cover everything from evolutionary genetics, neurogenetics, stem cells, pharmacogenomics, and plant genetics, amongst other areas. These groups are trying to answer those very same questions. The teaching in the department is research-driven. Undergraduates are taught by research-active scientists with excellent track records in their chosen fields. What should you expect of genetics when you're studying genetics at Trinity? In the third year, the first thing that you will receive is a broad foundations in key areas of genetics. You will study molecular genetics, evolutionary and populational genetics, genomics and systems biology. Also plant and microbial genetics, genetic analysis of nervous systems and developmental genetics. But there are also practical courses like molecular genetics laboratory and analytical genetics laboratory. Also data handling and bioinformatics, where you will be hands-on using bioinformatic tools and perform basic programming. Science structure, discussion, and presentation is very important to develop critical thinking and to understand how to communicate science. This is done either in small groups or in a one-to-one interaction with a lecturer from the department. In the third year, you will also have open modules that you will be able to choose from biochemistry and for biological sciences, medical genetics, introduction to immunology and immunometabolism, or basic neurobiology. In the fourth year, you will be exposed to more specific courses and more advanced courses in genetics that could be grouped into 4 broad themes: molecular and cellular genetics, evolutionary and population and developmental genetics, human genetics and genomics, and genetics of model organisms. Within these broad areas, different researchers from the Smurfit Institute will teach you about their own specific areas of expertise. Very important part of the fourth year is the capstone project and review. Capstone project and review are carried out throughout the year, and you will be in a lab of one of these, a world-class lab from one of the researchers in the Smurfit Institute performing some research related to their own, a project related to their own research. What are the graduate skills and career opportunities after doing genetics? Well, many of our genetics graduates go on to do the higher degrees, an MSc or a PhD, or take up careers in research, either in academia or industry. There are opportunities in biotechnology and pharmaceutical companies, agricultural organizations, medical or clinical diagnostic laboratories, forensics, public health, and epidemiology programs, and in teaching. Other graduates have gone into careers such as medicine, patent law, or science journalism. But even if you choose a career that is not directly related to the scientific subject, The skills of critical thinking and problem solving provided by the genetics degree will put you in high demand.